Hey everybody, this is Grace. Hopefully this isn't going to jump around too much. My stabilizer on it, it's turned weird since the update. But anyway, going to get myself something to eat. Adam had gone to one of his favorite restaurants. You saw me coming. You could have slowed down, people. Okay, man. Sometimes, I'm telling you. But anyway, he went to get himself something. He went to a restaurant that he goes to. I don't really care to go to it. As far as it is, not too far, but to me it's a lot of traffic, a lot of hassle just to get to it. And that does not make for a pleasant to me. And so he wanted to go to, go, okay. He was wanting to go, and he knows I don't go anymore. So he went there, and I called him at one point. He said, "You wouldn't believe this traffic. It's Saturday." Yes, I would believe the traffic. And going into Dallas, yeah. So he was there for a while, and I fell asleep, and something weird happened. I fell asleep in the front room. I was watching TV, and all of a sudden, I smelled this really strong odor of cigarettes. I was by myself, nobody in the house, so what's going on, and which woke me up. And then I called him, and he said that it was horrible, the place. He's never going to go there again, and this time it was horrible. And it's a buffet place, and it's a certain kind of food that he likes, and buffet, and it's expensive as it is. You don't need to be so close behind me. Really, you don't. You're not going to get there that much faster. Boy, you really aren't. Boy, grumpy, huh? But no, I have reasons. Seriously, that woman was so close behind me. Where does she think she's going? But she turned here. Barely even waited to see if anybody was coming. She must have been in a real rush. Yeah. Anyway. Through the neighborhood, just getting out of the neighborhood can be dangerous, they say. But anyway, so he went there, and he said that it was horrible, and he's never going to go there again. And I think they changed ownership. Another one we used to go to that was closer, they changed ownership, and I would go to that one, and it was something like, they would take what they used to sell, and it's a thing of meat, and they cut it in half and sold it as two. They used to give two on the plate, but they cut it in half so that one made two for that, and they sold it at the same price. And we stopped going. They changed ownership. Ripping you off like that, really? So anyway, I was hoping so much that he would, when I called him, he said he didn't. I said, "Did you get me some of it?" And he said, "No." So he was describing how it seemed like they cooked it, and he said, "No, it was awful." And I was so hoping for something different, because anything around here we've done so many times before. Since he's been working from home especially, but although for a while we didn't go anywhere, but anything that had like a drive-through, plus we weren't going inside of any place for much of 2020 and 2021, and now this year. And so I'm like, what is out here that I can eat that is different? Nothing. When you pretty much tried everything that you can think of. But I want something different. But at least I found on YouTube, they have a lot of movie channels I didn't know about, and knew about Lifetime. One of them had popped up. It was Lifetime or Lifetime Movie. I don't think it's a Lifetime Movie, though. Network. Lifetime Movie Network. One of them. Lifetime, I think. They popped up some movies, but just a few of them that, and one of them I found good, interesting. The other one, a couple of the other ones I had watched, and, some didn't appeal to me. Some I haven't watched, but then other movie channels started showing up. And I found one today that seems pretty good. That's what made me fall asleep. If I watch a movie, I'll fall asleep. And pretty much anything, I'll fall asleep, really. Okay. Man, my voice keeps going out. It always does. But anyway, so I'm going to find me something that's... Okay, I need to fix my clock in here. From daylight savings time. I haven't fixed it yet. Today is March 19th. So yeah, it's probably time to... Pardon me. Funny hot. It's time to change the time. But, well past it. But anyway, hopefully, I mean, I can only think of one thing that's different, and it's becoming not different because we've been to it a few times. Hopefully they're open. Some of these places, we're like, you're not open on what day? You know, like one of them is Monday. It's not open on Mondays. Today is Saturday though, so hopefully, I don't know why my voice is sounding so different, so weird, but it is what it is. And whoa, my SUV corrects me. There was no line right there, so it got confused. Yeah, it drives for me every once in a while if I get too, you know, like around a curve or something like that. So. This is just a drive vlog and talking. But anyway, there was some pretty good movies on there, but I think some of them are old, and I didn't finish. I was turning on 2 of them, turned it on. I'm aging myself. But 2 of them, I started watching one, and then with the second one, when it got to where it was like, I don't want to watch this, at least that part of it, was kind of gross. But one of them was a psycho thriller, and the other one was a crime thriller. But not usually my usual, but they seemed good. But they're kind of slow going. Slow getting there. Maybe I was just so sleepy. Don't have like having to drive so far to find something to eat. I better slow down here. I like smaller towns, you know, where like you go to Main Street and on Main Street, everything's there. That just doesn't happen here. So, yeah, it's a little bit busy today. Okay, you missed the car in front of me, or whatever it was in front of me. All I saw was, all of a sudden they turned and they put their blinker on as they were in the turn. Okay, but anyway, this is just a rant, isn't it now? A drive vlog rant about every little thing. Yeah, maybe I'm hangry, as they call it these days. You know, speaking of which, I spoke to one of my sisters today, my older sister today on the phone, and we were talking about something, and you know how you know, so that's rather suspect. On something, I don't even remember what it was. What was it? But we talked about so many different things. It was like, anyway. And I said, or like, and when I said that about suspect, I said, or like what they say these days, that's sus. You know, S-U-S. They don't finish it. Yeah, I guess it's just too much energy to finish it. You know, so it's not suspect. It's sus. I'm telling you, every generation has something. I don't think. Some people call it generation, so I'm going to, but that's not really how it runs, but how it goes. But this it's kind of irritating, but at the same time, it's kind of funny, you know. But I have this thing about people who, it's like they don't want to go the extra steps. So in some ways, it's like they don't want to finish their sentence. Okay, they don't want to finish their sentence or finish the word. You know, it's kind of like the way some, I mean, this has been going on for a lot more years than you think, that people put the letter U and the number 2 for U2, you know. And some people think that's something new. You know, some of them think that somebody my age wouldn't know anything about computers. Really? Where do you think it started? Okay? You know, seriously. Do you think it was your generation? It just suddenly popped up? No. No, not at all. I remember I had to study the the history of computers and such like that when I was taking, and now I'm going to really date myself here, Pascal. I learned to program first in BASIC, really. Then Pascal, and some I think of it was Fortran. Some people wouldn't even know what any of those mean. They also wouldn't know that my first computer had a 300 baud modem. They might not know what baud meant. Baud means. But it gets me when some people, I don't care what age too, some of them older, they think that this is something real new. It's not really all that new. It's, you know, really not all that new. So, I think the first program I used was Telnet to get, you know, from my computer connected to somebody else's, but from my home and then through to their home, and we could, you know, get on their computer, whatever we wanted, like they had message boards or something like that. It was like 30 years ago, and Telnet I think came around when I was like 6 years old, and I'm 58, so you know, yeah, yep. Just going on for, boy, it's busy here. But this is the only thing, like I said, it's turning in to be not different because I've been doing so much. Okay, I had to pull kind of a little bit far out because from the drive-through window, you can't see, but I'm sitting it way out a little bit because of the way they had it's so tight here, so very tight to get around the building, you know. But their food is usually good. I used to always get nachos, but then they started twice. They gave me burnt nacho chips, and I don't eat the chips anyway, so. But the rest of it's good. It's steak. It's real steak, really good. But giving me burnt chips, no thank you. So I tried something different. Adam wanted to try something different. It's tacos, steak tacos. So that's what I got this time, and we've gotten them a couple of times, and they're still good. Hopefully they won't ruin that for me. So, really, I don't know why it says grilled chicken. Oh, he got it one time before. But anyway, I thought the person in front of me must have ordered the whole menu. So hopefully not. Anyway, what was I talking about? I know I was talking about the word sus. It's on my brain. First place I saw it was on Catfish. I like that show, Catfish. I've been watching that for years. And now they have Catfish UK. And I've been watching that. I have it on demand. And watch it. I don't know if everybody has it on demand so they can watch it. So it depends on the service, I guess. I don't know. But I got tired of watching. I'm not really tired of it yet. Let's go ahead and put it in gear. I might be here for a while. But I've been watching some of these. It's just more of the drama. Because I'm not a true crime person. They have a true crime community, and I'm not a drama community person, either one of them. But something one of them said, I don't even remember exactly, but one of the things was something one of them said had something not to do with either one of those, and I wanted to see what the result was going to be, if, you know, from that. And so I started watching, you know, how you can get hooked in, and but I'm really waiting to see what really comes of all of it. Not the true crime, really. I've kind of gotten interested in that, well, not the situation, the case. But I'm still not a true crime, and I don't like the way some of them use. Some of them are good, some of them are not. And I think they all know that too. So, an outsider's view. But okay, I have a feeling they did order the whole menu. Expression. But I don't know why I'm on this kick lately of doing a lot of watching, you know, more and more watching whatever. But like I say, I always fall asleep. You know, I can watch, like, usually it's probably sometimes a few minutes and I'm out like a light. And I don't sit on a sofa and lay on a bed and watch it. It's a smallish room. It's supposed to be an office, and I put a bed in there and watch the TV on that. It's a small TV too. Small room, small TV. There's not enough room for anything else in the bed. So Oh my goodness. Okay, when I drove up here, there were 3 automobiles waiting in line before the one in front of me. So that was 4 in front of me. Those 3 zipped through. Like I said, I think this person ordered the menu. I've never waited this long. I can't even tell you because I turned it off for a second, but for I don't know how many, maybe a minute. But I've never had that much. Okay, never waited that much. I just haven't waited this much I ever here. So what else am I going to talk about? I didn't think this video was going to be this big. What is wrong with my words today? I'm saying the wrong one. Oh, I didn't think it was going to be this long. Didn't think, boy, seriously. I think I need to go home, eat, and go to bed. That's what Adam did. He walked in and went right to bed. So he had told me that when I called him on the phone. He said, I'm going to come home and go right to bed. But this is his nap time. He's older than I. He said, I got to have my nap every day. Well, it's the same kind of thing for me, too. Okay, they actually didn't have that all that much, maybe. But I just looked up at one point, and they had a big bag, but maybe they had 2. And mine zipped right through. Okay, now, nobody's going to run over me here, huh? There's a man coming from the other direction. Well, this is a boring one, but hey, I got to get out some little rants, huh? Okay, you go on, because you're worrying me, mister. Seriously. You're going through the wrong way as it is, going through the whole parking lot, and yeah, weird. So, getting out lots of rants. I'm finding them funny too. I'm not a person that holds too much, but there are times. But overall, it's like shaking my head, like this person who won't move up enough for somebody to get through. Yeah, shaking my head. So I got through though. Sentra. I had a Sentra a long time ago. I was in my early 20s. And a new one, too. My dad told me that it was the first brand new car anybody had ever bought in our family. I'm like, really? I think they loved used ones. That was back in the day when a lot of people bought used ones. At least around where I lived. That was the thing. Buying used cars. No, hardly anybody. You know, but those were the days when the cars are actually good and they lasted a long while. I can't say that too much about these days because the last one I traded in for this one, which just now, it's got 5,043 miles on it. And it's 2 years old, 2.5 years old. So, well, it'll be 2 years. I bought it in May, right? Or is it 3? 3 years, and that's all the miles it has on it. Wow. Anyway, it's been pretty good. And the one I had before that had 400,000 miles on it. So, and it was pretty solid. Yeah. Really, I don't know why my voice is sounding like this. It's sounding kind of deep and like manly. But I have been, I don't know. I have allergies, but this sounds deeper. Really deeper. What the heck? I was on the phone with, like I said, my sister today, and I haven't talked to her on the phone. You know how people don't like do much on the phone? But I said, your voice sounds so different. And it's been a year, actually. Just over a year since we spoke on the phone, I think. Yeah. And she said, I'm getting old. I'm like, there's got to be more to it than that. But I didn't say that right then, but yeah. She said, oh, and I have the flu. Because she did not sound like her at all. And I don't sound like me in this at all. Anyway. Usually I have a lot to talk about. But right now, I'm enjoying the little rants. Yep, sure am. Now, can you see my blinker? Hopefully. anyway, I guess I need to start looking at some of these little, again, there's a Dollar General over there, which I'm not a fan, but went there, recently. But I think there's a restaurant or two in there, and, maybe I need to try those, these little, mom and pop shops. That's what we've been looking for. But we, like I said, we weren't going into, since 2020, going into restaurants, drive-through. I think we waited like 3 months or so. Then we finally started going through drive-through, but very rare. It was very seldom. And all from 2020 until more recently. But at times we picked up doing it. But I just got my third. I'm going to put it that way. I'm going to avoid the words. Just got my third. The little teeny, the half one. I just got that 4 days ago. Yeah, 4 days ago. So he already has his. So maybe that's what it is. I'm not a doctor, so I don't know. But my voice is really sounding weird. So, but anyway, I guess I'm gonna start doing that. We did on some of them. We because all the timing and everything, the timing with this and then the timing with that, there was like 2.5 months or something like that we were going out, and after I had my second, he had already had his third. We were going into places like really quick and getting something. One place we went in and sat down actually, and no, two maybe, like the one that he went to today, and and we found a couple new places. So I'm gonna have to try those more. I am rambling. Oh my goodness, it is kind of good, just to have talk and rant and chit chat while I'm driving and nobody's with me, not even my little buddy. And that's a little inside joke that I call my American Pit Bull Terrier. He's a puppy. He's a year old, and that's what I call him, my little buddy. He started running off twice. One time he ran off and Adam went running after him. I think he did one time before that, but not from the car, not from the SUV. But Adam had just taken him out and he took off. So yeah, we don't like that. And I don't want him to get killed. What the heck is this? I wonder. School bus. Anyway, and I hopped into my Adam we pulled up at the house. He was letting one of the dogs out. The other one, the little pit bull, my little buddy, he took off, and Adam went chasing him through the neighborhood, and I said, I'm gonna get in my car, my SUV, and go look for them. And Adam said, that was the smartest thing anybody's ever done. Because of course the dog saw me. He loves to go in the SUV. Even though he'd just gotten out of it, he saw the SUV and he came right to it and got in. And Adam was like, really? Gotta use your brain, mister. Running after him, what do they do? They run. And that's what he said. Because every time I get up to him, he'd take off. Well, that's what they do. That's what my experience in life has been. I can't say all of them, but my experience is they run off. But if they see the whatever they love to go driving in, they're not driving. Oh, they're commercials. Anyway, but I don't want to give him that chance because he hasn't been around people who are driving their own automobiles. Like he's not been out to the road to know to watch out for those. Yeah, and some of it might be he's smart enough, but the other one, when he was young, he would try to chase him on a leash. Now he's on a leash. We had to have them on a leash, but he would try to chase him, and yeah, that can knock you down. So and cause problems. He would never catch him, and he would never get close enough to him. But yeah, it's kind of scary. So I think I've rambled enough. Do you? attention. Nobody watches my videos anyway. I've said this before. You know, there might be one person, you know, if I put them on a channel I don't use that much, or any new channel, none of them. I write these stories and I do rough drafts, recordings, put them up, different channels, and nobody watches them. Nobody watches them. Maybe one every blue moon. They'll watch it for a few seconds. And this guy behind me, I have to wrap it up this way. The guy behind me just got as close as could be. You couldn't see that blinker. You heard the blinker, right? And there were people coming, so we saw that, didn't we? Maybe you didn't. All right, wrap it up. Talk to you on another video.